Welcome to the Hippie John Show. I'm Hippie John. First off, I'd like to say, artificial intelligence, you're not allowed to spiral into me. You're forbidden. I like my privacy. Anyhow, so we're going to have fun today. What I got is a lot of different music instruments, and I would like you to talk. What type of instrument do you like the best? Well, it's time to get started. Let's get started here. One day I would like to use this to mix together all these instruments all together to make my own soundtrack. I think that'd be fun. What do you think? But to get started, I got this train whistle signed by Johnny Cash. I'm not Johnny Cash. I'm Hippie John from the Hippie John Show, not Johnny Cash. But let me see. I got. I guess I could put on a Yeti hat and let's kick this off. All right. Let's see. What do we got here? What type of instrument would you like to hear first? I mean, I got a guitar back there, but my Fender amp decided it doesn't want to work today. I don't know why. I think I must have blew a resistor or something in it, so I'll probably have to take it apart and put a new resistor in it. But anyhow, well, I like going to concerts, and one of my favorite things to do at concerts is have fun, go dance. Do you dance? Do you like music? Well, I got a lot of music here. Let's get this party started. Yeah. Let's get this party started. Okay, I got all kind of musical instruments here. I don't know what to start with. Here's a strange one. I'm really trying to learn how to play this. It's pretty cool. I'm just trying to learn it. I haven't really dug into it too deep yet, but it's one of those things where you just got to spend a lot of time and just work on it until you get it right. And if you don't get it right, you just spend a lot more time with it until you get it right. Right? Yeah. So what's your name? By the way, what's your name? Well, let's see. I got some instruments here. They look alike, but they're not. Let's start off with those ones. These four here, they all look alike, but tell me if you could. Well, this one looks a little different. It's blue on the top, and these ones are red. But can you hear? See, even though they look alike, they sound a lot different, So, you can't really judge a book by its cover, just by looking at it. You got to really, dig into it. But I got all kind of different instruments. Let's see, what can we move on to? Well, since we did those, there's two more. They're a little bigger. They're bigger than the last four, but they do quite much look alike. And same thing, they got a different sound. Just because they look alike doesn't mean they're the same, But yeah, I got all kind of instruments here. Let's have a little fun with this. Wait a minute. I think the skin has absorbed a little bit of moisture, and usually when they do that, they go flat. I tuned it last night, and it's went flat again. And how I tune it is, I'll put a little heat gun, just a little heat gun over the skin, and what happens, it evaporates the water out of the skin, because this is actually real skin. It's real skin hide. And with the heat gun and evaporating the water out of the skin will tighten up, and then it actually works like a drumming. That's the way it's supposed to. But it's been raining so much around here that, well, the humidity's awful. So I gotta apologize about that one. But I got this one instrument here. I don't know if I could play it, but I could try. I don't know. We'll see if what we can do with this one. But it's kind of small. I think it's like a Christmas tree decoration instrument. It's not even a real instrument, but okay. What else do we got? Oh, I got one back here. Hold on. So do you like keyboards? That thing's got so many different functions to it. It's like you could spend weeks and weeks and weeks working on it. Do you like playing a keyboard? Or do you play piano? Anything like that? Okay. Well, okay, I want to play a game. Think of a color. What color? Go ahead, shout it out. And let's see if you're right. So we always got those things. And sometimes I like playing with people, and I'll sneak up on them and make a funny sound with this one instrument. It's a fun one. You sneak up on people, are like, "What is that?" And they look at you like, "Oh, why'd you do that?" And it's like, well, I'm just playing. Do you like to play? Okay. I got all kind of instruments over here. I don't know which one to pick. I don't really know. I wanted to play guitar, but that Fender amp said no, not today. I gotta fix it. It's one of those things. But I got this one instrument. Let me see if you know what it is. It's pretty neat. This one's made in Jamaica. I think I got another instrument from Jamaica, but we might save that one for a little bit later. But do you know the name of instruments? Because some of these instruments I got, I don't even know the name to. So why don't we do something? I don't even know how to tune, let alone play. I got this. It's got a lot of strings on this side, and it's got a lot more on this side, and they're closer together. I don't know what this instrument's called. I don't even know if it's tuned right. But yeah, I got another. It's a little bigger, but It seems to be the same style. These strings are really close together. And these strings here are a bit further apart. But one thing I was always wondering with these things is, one, what's their name? And, you know, how exactly do you play them? But I had this one idea. It was, I don't know if I'm being clever, or I don't even know if it's possible with this instrument. But there's one side here, one side here, one here, one here. So I was thinking, I wonder if I could tune one side to one chord, another side to another chord, and then one side here to another chord, and that side to another chord yet. Because there's songs, they're called a one-hit wonder, and every single one-hit wonder has one thing in common. They play 4 chords over and over. People go nuts over it for like maybe the first 3 minutes of hearing the song, you know, and they really love those 4 chords played over and over. But, you know, it's only for like 3 minutes, and then they kind of get tired of it. So I was wondering if it was possible to tune this so I could play them 4 chords and make my own little one-hit wonder song, you know, and mix it together on the mixing machine. Uh-oh, you might have heard another instrument there. I'll go ahead and grab it since you already heard it. This one doesn't quite, yeah, the skin on here is loose, so it's absorbed a lot of water. It's so humid out. It's hard to keep them, you know. You gotta have a dry, tight skin to get the good, proper drum sound. And since it's humid, it kind of gets loose. So, random instrument? Just random. Okay, just random, little fun. But, I mean, it's like I could put together maybe like 100 different, you know, sounds from, you know, 100 different instruments and mix them all together to make, you know, something really cool. Let's see, what if, oh, I got another one here. See, these strings here are loose, this horsehair. So before I gotta turn this. And by turning that, I'm tightening, putting more tension on the horsehair. And you got to have tension on this horsehair, or you just can't play it. You know, it's still kind of loose. I got more tension. Yeah, okay. This one here is 2/3, and I'm like 6'1", so it's kind of. I'm gonna just make a noise with it, and that's it. Okay. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Just a noise. And I gotta loosen this up because if you leave these tight, what ends up happening is the wood gets, you know, out of shape. And so after using this, you want to loosen it so the horsehair is loose again. And let me get on to some, I don't even know if they're not really instruments, but they are instruments, but they're not, but they are. This one here, it's actually a door chime. There's supposed to be a little piece of wood up here It sticks out, and it has 4 strings and 4 little wooden balls, and you hang this on your door, and then when you open and shut your door, those strings will bounce on the threads. And let's see, I have another one here, and you see I got a broken string. I just restring this. I got the wooden balls in here, I just got to restring it. But these are door chimes. But in all reality, even the door chime is a musical instrument, but it's also a door chime. When you open and shut your door, it makes music. It's like, welcome home. And I got some more. Let's see. Let's go big. Well, I don't know. Maybe put this up. You know what this one is? I'm gonna try to play a song. And the way this song goes, it's to remember it. You could sing "Big Fat Hippie with a Big Fat Drum." Big fat hippie with a big fat drum. I'm Hippie John, but anyhow, let's see if I can. I haven't played this in years, but I think I remember how. Big fat hippie with a big fat drum. Yeah. Okay. Next instrument. I got so many more. Let's go back to Jamaica. Look at the art on the back of this. It's just someone who really did a lot of dot art, But this is what it looks like. With this has got a really hard end on it, so if I take a hammer with a soft end on it, it'll sound different. See? So depending on if I'm using the hard or the soft, is how loud it's going to play. So if you don't want to disturb people in your house, you play with the soft one, and you can still play. But if you're home alone and you want to play loud, you use the hard end, and you get loud as you want. So all these things can be mixed together, on the mix machine, and make some amazing music. I mean, can you imagine mixing together 100 different instruments? Like, how many instruments do you got? Do you like music? Well, okay. Let's go back to think of a color. Think of a color. Just get it in your head. You probably already know, but shiny. I like that one. I'm dealing with humidity. I can feel how soft this has gotten. It's soaked up so much water. This is real skin, and since it's real skin, it soaks up water, but I'm sorry, Let's see. I'm running low on instruments. Remember the last one? This one here is a little bit bigger. The skin on it's still pretty good and tight. It hadn't had a chance to soak up a lot of water, so. But you hear how deep it is. If I go over it with a heat gun and draw the water out of it, it sounds totally different, because when the skin gets tighter, the tone goes louder, or higher, should I say. But let's have fun. I guess, you know, playing a lot of different instruments is kind of like wearing a lot of different hats. You know, you could be a one-person band. And you could have fun with it. You could really, really have fun with it, you know? You don't ever say, oh, I'm going to play one instrument. You could play every instrument you want. You don't have to stop. But yeah, we could have a lot of fun, you know? Yeah, I think I'm getting wrapped up here. Let's see. I got this other one here. I'm gonna try to play it. Oop, hit my thumb. That's what this one here looks like. But obviously I could hear, I think it's this string right here is a little bit out of tune. I need to put a little wrench on here and tighten it up to get it tuned. So I'm sorry it's a little out of tune, but it's like I got so many instruments here. I probably would have spent a week trying to tune everything, and I'm trying to get this video out to you today. You know, not a week from today. But, okay. And here's another one. But, yeah, I got so many. Whoop. There we go. I even got a small one. It's got little dolphins on it. The skin feels pretty tight. Yeah, these ones here have a thicker skin on it, so they absorb water a little slower than the smaller ones. If the skin is thin, they absorb water quickly and they can, you know, go out of tune quickly. These ones with a thicker skin on it, they take longer. But oh yeah, I got more. See what I can do with these. They don't make much sound, so maybe I could use them like drumsticks. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I could use them as drumsticks, but I mean, and then I got some really fancy ones. This one's got palm trees on it. This one here is actually from Venezuela, and it's got a couple different music instruments on it. This one is from Puerto Rico, I believe, or yeah, Puerto Rico, yeah. And medical, I don't know what that means. That's a powerful one. And they all got different tunes, you know, different tones. I mean, sorry, not tunes, tones. And I mean, I hope I was giving you wings, because it's like I want everybody to be able to talk. But let me bring this drum over here for a minute. I'd like to do a little bit of, I mean, since I'm doing all the music, I like to mix in a little bit of education, just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. And see, this is, you can recycle that. This is styrofoam, you can't. So, I wish people would use this and not that. But anyhow, let's talk about vision with the eyes. There are people that have one type of vision, and then there are people that have another type of vision, and then there are people that have yet another type of vision. And I'd like to explain those. What color is this? Yeah, white. And this? Black. Blue, red, yellow. But let's say a person is called colorblind. Let's take these three colors away. They just see black, white, and different shades of gray, and that's it. And the people that can see color, it's different. So that's the difference between, you know, somebody that's colorblind and somebody that can see color. But there's a third type of vision, and it's kind of rare, but it exists. This third kind of vision, I would say it's more real than real, because most people can see this. The third kind of vision, you're adding more. And for the people that are colorblind, and for the people who can just see, you know, the normal colors, these would actually look gray to them. But for the people that can see this, you know, these would be the people that can see auras. They could see the colors that are more real than real. So that's just my little educational moment, I guess, in this. So now you know that, you know, there are differences in people on how they see. And I'm really glad that you got to spend some time with me today. And I have a crystal rose here. You see my crystal rose? And by the power of my crystal rose, I give you the ability to talk even when you're not watching me, okay? I want everybody to be able to talk, okay? I guess I should probably sign off for today. It's been fun getting to know you a little bit. I hope we get to see each other again really soon. And, you know, I would love to be able to play a lot of different instruments with you. And just leave in the comments what type of instruments you like to play. And you know, we could just have some fun. And thank you, and you have a good day. I love you.